Good morning, Bix Weir, roto.com. What's your morning horn of Z's? Your sip of coffee. I couldn't get the lighting right, so there's no picture of me. I am sipping my coffee right now. Watch. Glug, 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 glug. For those of you looking to sign up for the cleanse, first of all, we're getting a flood of people, which is awesome, which is great. It's all free, and Amy's going to run it, so that's even better. Better for me and better for you, trust me. But check out our video at Road to Rudo YouTube channel. I still have not heard back from Bitcoin Ben. I keep texting him. I go, we want you in this cleanse. We want to make you healthy and more vibrant. Bitcoin Ben is a truck driver from St. Louis. He lives off chicken wings and beer. It would be a huge move for him to do a raw food cleanse. But hey, just think how much stronger he would be in his battle to fight the bad guys. And we need strength in this transition. And we can't be weighed down by chicken wings and beer, at least not in the quantity that is consumed by my friend Bitcoin Ben. So Ben, at least get back to me. He never goes radio silent, but right now he's completely radio silent. And I've been emailing and texting him and nothing. He hasn't even responded. Litecoin Lisa isn't going to be in town. Weak excuse, Lisa. Isn't going to be in town to do it, but she says she's going to do it when she gets back from her vacation. But it starts on July 22nd and goes to August 11th. So it's 21 days. Check it out. Check out the video and then contact Amy. All the contact information is below if you're looking to get ready for the battles ahead. And it's not a diet, it's a spiritual cleanse. It's a vibrational cleanse. It's a health cleanse. It cleans out your system of all the crap that the bad guys have put in your system. So you can fight the fight with a clean system and a lot of energy and a lot of power. So check it out. And it's free. Let me say it again. And it's free. All right, check that out. We have arrived in Spokane. We're staying at one of my favorite hotels, the historic Davenport Hotel. It's very upscale. The reason I like this hotel is I spoke at the Silver Summit 5 years in a row at this hotel until they kicked me out of the Silver Summit. They kicked me out because I was saying that the silver market was rigged. Rigged via computers and derivatives. I called out who was doing it, how they were doing it, and the people who ran the Silver Summit didn't like that because a lot of the CEOs of the mining companies were uncomfortable saying that they are not doing their job by standing up for their industry. And what happened? Of course, the silver industry got destroyed. Most of those CEOs are gone because they didn't open their mouth against the obvious manipulation. And voila, there you have the Silver Summit in a nutshell. But at the same time, I love the hotel. I love the memories I have with here, hanging out with Bill Murphy and friends, and David Morgan, who I am actually having dinner with tonight. And he is speaking tomorrow at 2 p.m. with me at Chateau Reeve in Spokane. It is a free event. If you want to hear music and talk about freedom and liberty and silver and cryptos, come to Chateau Reeve in Spokane at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Very excited about the show. Did some warm-ups at our friends Dale and Amy's house last night, and it's going to be a good one. Can't wait, and it's going to be fun. So if you can get there by hook or by crook. Now, let's talk about Ben again. Ben just last night did a video on Litecoin that, obviously Litecoin's rigged, just like silver's rigged. You can tell by the volumes. But Ben got a phone call or a text from one of his big whale, he calls them the exchange vigilantes, are out there who are going to bring Litecoin up from the depths of manipulation. Very difficult thing to do if you have money or if you don't have money. If you have unlimited derivatives, it's still hard to do because you're trying to move a cryptocurrency against the will of those who control all cryptocurrencies. This is not some kind of little tiny rigging operation. This is a massive rigging operation by all the backing of the U.S. government, the Federal Reserve, the Exchange Stabilization Fund. So Litecoin will not move unless it is allowed to move. And just buying a couple $1 billion worth of Litecoin won't do anything if the controllers don't want to do it. But it was really cool what they're trying to do. And my fear for them is that they buy a whole bunch of Litecoin, try to pull it off the exchange, and all of a sudden the exchange just shuts their doors on them. They got, the way exchanges do it is they got delays. Oh, it'll be a week before you get it. We're having a computer glitch, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll end up losing that money, the dry powder that they used to buy the cryptos, and that this company, these exchanges will just go away. It'll be lawsuits. It'll, another Mt. Gox situation. Having said that, let's take a look, because Ben didn't say who it was. He said they were going to target one exchange, but it's really easy to do. Over the last 24 hours, let's take a look at Litecoin and see which exchange Ben was talking about. Sorry, Ben, to expose your whales, but it's pretty obvious. You go to Litecoin, you click on Litecoin at CoinMarketCap. Litecoin hasn't done anything. It's down in the last 24 hours, down $100, or no, 1%, 1.8%. So it really hasn't done anything. Where are these whales? Well, let's go see where, if you hit markets on this chart, you can see where all the trading is happening. Ding, 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 ding. Look at that volume at this ridiculous exchange called CoinEgg out of the UK. CoinEgg. Look at the volume. 400. The USDT, ETH, and BTC exchange against Litecoin. We're looking at almost 1.2, 1.3 billion. B with a big B. $1 billion of Litecoin action went on just this one exchange. And look at the percentage. 22, that's over 30% of all trades in the last 24 hours went off on CoinEgg, some ridiculous exchange out of the UK that doesn't have the Litecoin. Now, here's the problem with the whales. If they're in there buying, if they have their cash in their buying, or if they have their Bitcoin in trying to get Litecoin, and they try to pull it off the exchange, they're not going to get it. CoinEgg does not have $1.3, $1.4 billion worth of Litecoin. They don't have anything close to it. They probably have maybe $100,000 in Litecoin, except they're allowed to trade $1.2, $1.3 billion worth of Litecoin and rig the price. Total volume over the last 24 hours is 3.4 billion, which is also ridiculous. But CoinEgg is a huge chunk of that. CoinEgg, that's the exchange that these guys are focusing on. Now imagine if there was no volume there on CoinEgg and the ridiculous exchange just went away. That would take $1.2 billion off the 24-hour volume. The volumes are a joke. The whole thing is a con. And I hope they can pull their Litecoin off or get their money out somehow. The thing that scares me is they try to buy it. They get the Litecoin on the exchange because the exchange will do anything. They just make the fees. And then they can't pull it off, so they have to sell their Litecoin to get back into Bitcoin and pull the Bitcoin off. It's all ridiculous. That's why you have to stay out of the exchanges, and price does not matter. You can't even look at the price if you want to really understand how to survive the coming collapse of the exchanges. Yes, I think all exchanges will shut down when the banks crash, obviously, because nothing else will function when the banks crash. And then some of them will come back up. The good ones that have the actual cryptos will restart, which would be good. So yeah, there it is. There you have the, what did Ben call them? The exchange vigilantes are in the CoinEgg exchange. What is CoinEgg? Here's the website. It's out of the UK. It's a ridiculous exchange, unregulated. You read the CoinEgg reviews. Is it reliable? Here's one from Coin Exchange Guide. CoinEgg conclusion: there are a lot of other companies that have much better method of trading. This is considered a relatively unsafe exchange for people to use. You trade what they call are the contracts for difference, and they don't really seem to do much. When it comes to a cryptocurrency exchange platform, forex brokerage are falling behind what others are doing. Brokers. There's also a lack of proper analytic or charts that will measure what is happening. It's a UK-based digital exchange, but they don't accept fiat currencies, which means they are not regulated. This is not a safe bet for anyone looking to make a profit with cryptocurrencies. The low fees are what attracts people to the site for the most part. They are more often than not a diversion of the fact that the company doesn't really have anything backing it. Let me read that again. They are more often than not a diversion of the fact that the company does not really have anything backing it. And yet CoinMarketCap, which is supposed to do its due diligence on these exchanges, is saying they are accounting for over 30% of the price of Litecoin. This is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It is stupid. It is the crypto community needs to wake up about what these prices really reflect and what these exchanges are really doing. They are a fraud. 100%. It's called a derivative. It is based off thin air. It is nothing. And I would say that for every exchange, unless they can show the public the individual's accounts on the blockchain, so you can keep it anonymous, unless they can show where everybody's cryptos are, no one's going to trust these exchanges after the collapse. Nobody. And it's easy to do. It's easy to show, okay, here's how much Litecoin is trading on our exchange. Here's our wallet with the amount of Litecoin we have in that wallet for our exchange. Now, then they can hypothecate those transactions as well. But hey, at least it's a start. But where we are right now with ApeCoin taking up 33% of the trading of Litecoin over the last 24 hours, it is ridiculous. The article finishes, from a legal aspect, the company is unsafe as can be, more so than other cryptocurrencies that also carry a level of risk. The industry is naturally risky, but trading with a company like Coinegg is a certain way to put yourself in more trouble than could happen with a more trusted exchange like Bitcoin or Ether. Yeah, it's a fraud. It's a fraud. Little Snippy did a great expose on exchanges when he had someone with like $100 million worth of cryptos come to Snippy and said, "Hey, can you help me set up an exchange?" And Snippy did some work. He said, "Yeah, I got the programs. You can set up an exchange, but you really don't have to have the $100 million worth of cryptos. You can just feed off other exchanges, which are all feeding off themselves. It's kind of like the derivative market, third-party risks. JP Morgan will buy $1 billion worth of derivatives and hedge their bet by buying $1 billion off of Deutsche Bank, and they hedge their bet by buying $1 billion off of Citibank, and they hedge their bet buying $1 billion off of Hong Kong Fish Market Bank. And it gets lower and lower until the least credit-worthy company goes under, then all of a sudden all the cascading losses happen. And that's going to happen in cryptos. It's going to happen in the next couple of months. Get your ass off the exchanges 100% today. Make that yesterday. Get off the exchanges. All right. What else? Keep following our adventures on the road. Amy and I have been on the road 6 days today, and I just posted on the Patreon channel, day 5, thinking about backing stuff. And that has to do with the comments by Trump saying that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are unbacked. And I said, well, what is backed? Gold is not backed. Silver is not backed. It's all about scarcity. It's not about the backing. Backing is ridiculous. Backing a cryptocurrency is just adding more risk to a cryptocurrency, adding third-party risk to a cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency is a standalone asset. Just like gold is a standalone asset. Gold is not backed by anything. Cryptos are not backed by anything. Go check out that video. I explain it much more as I'm going 85 miles an hour down the freeway. I did find that my car can go at least 115 miles per hour as I was trying to pass this big truck on a 2-lane highway. I'm like, oh, I see some cars coming way down the road. I'm like, I better speed up a little bit. I didn't even notice. I looked down, I'm going 115. That was crazy. And the car was weighted down with all the music equipment, so I wasn't really wobbling at all. It was awesome. Get yourself the new Toyota 4Runner. It's really cool. Except when Amy's driving, and that's like her normal speed, so it's very dangerous. Sorry, babe. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you. You can find everything at roadtoruda.com. Oh, I will be talking about Anarchapulco. They are coming out with announcements for 2020. I got some links for you guys to get the early bird. I think it's still going on top of Road to Ruda. Come join us at the party in Acapulco, Mexico. A great time is had by all. Yes, Jepper is crazy. That's why we love him, and that's why everybody goes down there to stretch their muscles as far as living life without government regulators, without people telling you what to do. And I will be there with Amy next year. A lot of our friends will be there. Christoph and maybe even Alea will be there. A whole bunch of our friends will be there, and we're going to have big events and concerts and parties. So make sure you come down to Acapulco. And Acapulco, here we come. It's February usually. I don't know the date yet, of 2020. All right, that's it. And if you want to join the private road, hit subscribe today, and you get everything, including Patreon. So, yeah, that's it. Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later.